This is the
Looking
All-Star
good, MB.
game. Um, this is everybody. I don't care who's on my team. I don't care about a lot of things. I'm on the floor to make shots and become the MVP and the All-Star and all that stuff. So, if that's me getting fast break passes, then that's fast break passes. If that's me getting a double-double or something like that, that's cool. We're winning this game. Yes, I know, I gotta start the game. I'm also getting myself ready for work tomorrow at the same time, so it's like I'm mixing both of them.
So I'm thinking about letting kids plan an vacation. Like 3 destinations is a big thing.
Oh, my bad.
And for me, this is always one of the best weeks of the year. So much fun for everyone involved. Fans, players, coaches. What a blast.
Yeah, the NBA knows how to throw a party in celebrating its game. There's no doubt about that. And All-Star Week is one great show after another.
A look at the West All-Stars starting group. McGinnis out there with Anthony Edwards. Then it's Chet Holmgren. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Jokic in at the center position.
And fans and celebrities alike have descended on this town for All-Star Week. There's been a bunch of fun events going
Bang.
on all over the place.
And Greg, it's like that every year. I mean, no matter what city is hosting, it becomes a mecca for everyone who wants to take in one of the greatest scenes in all of sports. Not only to watch the best players, but to be seen by the other stars in the crowd.
Here's West now. It's a three-point game. Puts up a deep
Bang!
three. Good, and the assist goes to Edwards. MP's got 6 points.
MP showing you have to stay connected to him the moment he crosses half court.
Holmgren with the steal. MP outside. From deep three-point
Bang!
territory. And the West hit again from deep.
And that's getting it done from deep. That's what the All-Star game gives you, the freedom to show your full range.
You know, taking that shot in a regular season game might get you a spot on the bench, but here, it gets you a standing O.
Now, here is Halliburton. Pass to Adebayo. Yes, that goes in.
Just playing so strong down low. Adebayo knows you got to be ready for the fight inside.
Now, let's take a minute to talk to Allie
Bang.
LaForce courtside. Allie.
A bit ago, JB Bickerstaff and I were able to chat. I asked him the obvious. Is there anything you can do to slow down Jokic? He was surprisingly candid with his plan, and he said they want to force him to switch out onto the perimeter shooters, hoping that he expends a lot of energy and create favorable mismatches. Back to you guys.
And Allie, thanks so much. Here's Leonard. Following the score by Tyrese Halliburton.
Bang!
That's good from McGinnis.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Not a fast start here for the East All-Stars. They trail by 11. Banchero kicks to Halliburton. Shot clock at 6. The East All-Stars tack on 2 more.
I know we never see a lot of defense in these games, but tonight we're not seeing any.
Simply call it a free-for-all. I mean, you want the guys to have fun out there, but it would be nice to see some effort put into the defensive end of the floor.
Not much in the way of defense being played here early on.
Well, you know how it works. I mean, both teams will be conserving their energy at the defensive end until later on. That's typically how this thing unfolds.
Now, here is Halliburton. And finished off by Halliburton.
High energy throwdown that time by Halliburton. Not wasting any time or motion.
Holmgren outside. For 3, Edwards. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
In the first half of his season, boy, how special has it been? He has been on a rampage.
Yeah, and he's got tremendous talent, and when he's fully healthy and engaged, I mean, he's really impossible to stop. That's what we've been seeing this year from him.
Now Holmgren. Following the three-point attempt by Tyrese Halliburton. MP finds Holmgren. Back to MP. And the West hit again from deep.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
And so the timeout here by J.B. Bickerstaff. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. Towns, he's checked in for the East. Cunningham comes in for Ball. And West also making a switch. Gilgeous-Alexander's checked in for Kawhi Leonard. And here's Cunningham out to the right wing. Good ball movement here by the East. There's Brown with the 3, and Holmgren pulls it down. The West leading by 15. The 3 from MP. And the West hit again from deep.
MP's been the catalyst for them tonight. Solid leadership from this young man.
Cunningham passes to Adebayo. They need this. And Halliburton with the layup. Halliburton's got 8.
And as usual, neither team really grinding too hard at the defensive end.
And I think that's okay in this event. I mean, I say the more highlights, the better.
Now, here's MP. He's got 21. And the West hit again from deep.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
You know, they're having free reign from beyond the arc. The defense is just not there.
Here's Brown, trailing by 19. Adebayo with the screen on MP. 5 to shoot. Halliburton for 3. Buries it from three-point range. 11 points in the game.
How about 5 of 6 to start? Looks like he brought his A game.
MP from deep three-point land. That's good, and SGA with the assist.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
Most teams get the message to cover shooters after 1 or 2 wide open looks at the three-point shot, but it seems like they have just not figured it out.
And that one is good.
Hard to believe you can have this kind of a flow. Unbelievable.
Talk about putting up points in a hurry. He can't miss right now.
And the East with some changes. Banchero's checked in for Adebayo. Franz Wagner comes in for Brown. And James Harden. Subbed in for Halliburton. The West All-Stars also changing it up. Victor Wembanyama is checked in for Jokic. And it's Leonard in for Edwards.
Well, you can't expect lockdown D in the All-Star game, especially in the first half.
Gilgeous-Alexander finds Holmgren. And a deep 3 from MP. Banchero grabs the board.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
You can play Cunningham on the ball, off the ball. He's really a generational talent, partly because of his versatility.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
And the West hit again from deep.
Yeah, they built up this lead 3 points at a time.
And I like the strategy. It's a great strategy. Bury those threes early, and it'll open up the inside for them later on.
And the buzzer sounds to end the first, and we've got a blowout underway here. West All-Stars out in front. Back with you again in the most entertaining. Checked in for the East. And West also making a switch. McGinnis is checked in.
Yeah, a little light on the fouls in terms of what's been called tonight. And that's usually the theme in this game.
I agree. I mean, the guys always play reasonably hard, but they don't necessarily play physically, if that makes any sense. The officials' jobs are usually pretty easy in this one.
On the floor for the West All-Stars, we've got Kawhi Leonard, Gilgeous-Alexander out there with MP. Then it's Alperen Şengün. And it's Wembanyama in at the 5, roaming the paint.
And not as
many turnovers as we often get in this game. So good to see both teams taking care of the ball.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, surprisingly, very well controlled for the most part. Sometimes things get a little wild out there, but not so here.
Lets it go from deep. Launches a three. East grabs the miss.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
And that's a foul called on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That is his first foul of the game. Brown, he's checked in for Wagner. Edwards, he's checked in for the West. Here's Banchero. Hasn't made one yet. Outside, Towns. That's good, and it's Banchero with the assist.
You got a big guy like Towns that can hit from long range. I think it makes your whole team harder to defend.
Nice shot by SGA.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on.
Cunningham kicks the ball. And another three from the East.
They're having more success from three-point range here in the second after a rough first quarter from deep.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. A three from Leonard. Sinks the three-pointer. Leonard's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
Calm and cool. Leonard answers with a three of his own.
Here's Cunningham. Pass to Banchero. A shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
He's one of those guys who just knows how to generate offense.
The West leading by 20. And Wembanyama outside. MP right outside. And the West hit again from deep.
What more can he do? I mean, my goodness, it's certainly his night.
Banchero a screen on SGA. Cunningham drives in. Here's Ball. Kawhi Leonard comes up with the rebound. Here's the three.
Bang.
And the West hit again from deep.
MP is a good customer from three. Great form from the up-and-coming player.
Now a timeout called by the East. And some changes here for the East. Duren, he's checked in for Towns. Franz Wagner comes in for Paolo Banchero. Halliburton subbed in for Cunningham. The West also making some changes. Jokic comes in for Leonard. And Doncic is subbed in for Gilgeous-Alexander.
Halliburton going off like this is fun to watch. He's really been engaged offensively.
And a deep three
Bang.
from MP. Good, and the assist goes to Edwards. Guinness has got 48.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
Adjustment time for these guys. The defense has to make some adjustment here.
Ball, the pass to Halliburton. Duren high post. On the wing, Brown. Defended by Wembanyama. MP
Bang.
fires from way outside. And the West hit again from deep.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
Inside and stolen by Wembanyama. MP from
Bang!
deep. He got it.
Man, oh man, oh what a shot.
What range!
What a shot.
Goodness.
Brown outside. Good ball movement here by the East. And here's the fast break. Jokic leading the way. And Edwards with the stop.
Boy, the athleticism of Edwards is something to behold. Love watching him sky up to throw it down.
Edwards gone 2 of 3 from the field. To the inside. And finished off by Halliburton.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
Jokic against Duren. Here's McGinnis. And no good. Trying to use the glass.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Outside, Ball. Pass to Duren. Halliburton outside. 6 on the shot clock. And he's good on the 3 ball. Halliburton's got 18 points.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
So the timeout taken here, the first for the West All-Stars. And the East with some changes. Bam Adebayo's checked in for Jalen Duren. And Banchero's subbed in for Vaughn. Chet Holmgren, he's checked in for the West. Kawhi Leonard comes in for Doncic. And a deep 3 from MP. Can't drop the tough 3-pointer. And here's the East. Brown finds Ball. Halliburton on the wing. Banchero outside. Adebayo with a screen for Banchero. Halliburton for 3. It's Chet Holmgren with the rebound. Holmgren's got 4 rebounds now tonight. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. MP fires from way outside. That's in, coming off the assist from Edwards. Edwards got 3 assists in the game. Banchero outside. And it's Ball in the corner. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. Nice move. And the layup good by Leonard. 5 points in the game.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
And so it's the West All-Stars. Sitting pretty as the quarter comes to a close. Their lead all the way up there at 35 points. The 3-point shooting has come fast and furious to the tune of what has become a big-time blowout in progress. And we'll be back with you shortly. One half remaining in the NBA All-Star Game. Good to have you along on 2K Sports.
And that first half was terrific. I'll bet anything, though, the second has even more in store for us.
I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, I think it's going to be a spectacular final 2 quarters.
Banchero out there with Brown. Then it's Bam Adebayo. Then there's LaMelo Ball. And it's Halliburton in at the point. So that's the 5 in the game for the East All-Stars.
I like the way Halliburton continues to take more responsibility on the offensive end. His game warrants that he does that.
Kicks it out to MP.
Bang.
Good, and the assist goes to Edwards. Edwards got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Here's Ball. Outside, Adebayo. And stolen by MP. Takes the 3. And
bang.
Hit again from deep.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Second half rolling along now. About a minute played here. Halliburton passes to Banchero. Halliburton with it. He's got 20. And it's Adebayo in the corner. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And the rejection by MP.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
3 for 3, and that's always a good way to start the second half.
McGinnis against Ball. to end the run. Fires from deep. Cranes the three-pointer. Ball's got 6.
You know, looking at Ball's numbers, LaMelo takes a bunch of threes, and that really helps his team spacing.
Some nice passing here by the West.
Bang!
He rifled that one in from distance.
Well, his scoring has helped them build and sustain this lead. Now he's trying to close it out.
And Halliburton's got the ball here for the East. Fires for 3. It's rebounded by Leonard. MP outside. Launches from
Bang!
deep. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
And their defensive rotations have been non-existent.
Ball kicks to Halliburton. Back to Ball. Puts up a deep 3. And it's Halliburton missing. On offense, here are the West All-Stars. MP dishes to Leonard. Takes a big high bounce and goes in. And it's 7 points for Leonard.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
You know, they came out of the locker room, revved up the gas pedal, and haven't slowed down yet.
Floats it up for Adebayo. An emphatic LU jam.
With strong athleticism, Adebayo can finish just about any lob with his large catch radius.
And here's Leonard from 3. The rebound by LaMelo Ball. He's with the ball. Halliburton passes to Adebayo. Jokic grabs the miss.
That's the kind of D
Bang!
you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over.
They are winning this game largely because of his effort.
Brown the pass to Halliburton. That shot is good. He's taken 15 and made 10 from the field tonight.
He's such a creative scorer in close. Tyrese Halliburton only needs a sliver of space to make you pay.
Pass to Holmgren. And here's
Bang.
MP for 3. And the West hit again from deep.
And the All-Star MVP award, always such a prestigious honor. And it's becoming clear who that honor is going to be bestowed upon this year.
And with the game he's having, it's hard to envision anybody else winning it.
Here's Halliburton. And the shot goes in. Halliburton's got 6 in the quarter.
You cannot shoot the ball much better than he is right now.
14 feet away. And there's Edwards on the assist by MP.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Pass to Brown. Adebayo the screen. Halliburton for 3. Jokic craps the miss. Jokic has got his 4th rebound in this one.
He had a couple of triples in that first half, but since then, he has not been a factor from beyond the arc.
Ball feeling it out a bit. And the foul called on MP. That's his first foul. And the East All-Stars making a change here. Cunningham's checked in. So an almost entirely new group now for the West. Wembanyama, he's checked in for Jokic. Şengün comes in for Chet Holmgren. Durant's checked in for Kawhi Leonard. And Gilgeous-Alexander is subbed in for Edwards.
Don't take your eyes off Bam. When he comes off the floor, he gets up and the slams are just too good to miss.
And the basket by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And I want to see more of that from him. I mean, he's been passing up on his shot more than usual, even though he's hitting the ones that he takes.
Pass to Halliburton. Kicks it out to Banchero. That falls. Nice feed that time from Halliburton. Banchero's got 5 now.
Check out that quickness with the hands, man. Carroll bringing that to the floor tonight.
Here's Şengün. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
Having a lot of trouble stopping the three-point shot.
And they're not making up for it with their own shots from deep either, so that's a double-edged sword there.
Brown outside. Back to Halliburton. Offline with his three. To the paint. Here's Şengün. Lays it up and banks it in. Şengün's got his second basket of the game.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
And so it's the West All-Stars. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
Well, we're back on a night that's always a highlight of any NBA season. We're live from the All-Star Game.
And, you know, you always look forward to this game, and this one certainly has lived up to the billing so far.
There is not another show in sports quite like the NBA All-Star Game, is there?
On the court for the West All-Stars, getting the fourth quarter going. We've got SGA. Victor Wembanyama is out there with Alperen Şengün. And it's McGinnis, and it's KD in at the small forward. MP finds Wembanyama. Back to MP. Some nice passing here by the West. The West All-Stars need to get a shot off here. Durant, good.
Right back at you. Durant motivated to put it right in his opponent's face. No better way to do it than with a three of his own.
The kick out to Cunningham. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
Cunningham's shot is off.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
MP from deep three-point land. Outside for KD. Pass to McGinnis. From the arc.
Bang.
It's good from long range.
And you know what? He's been on the big stage, guys, and he's been at his absolute best.
And Greg, barring something unforeseen, I mean, I think we know who the All-Star MVP is going to be. He's already got one hand on that trophy.
No good from outside. They've been looking out of sorts in the last few possessions.
And this is when you need to be patient. Find a high percentage shot and have some floor balance.
Well, Clark, with the game becoming more global, some are saying the NBA should adopt some FIBA rules to more closely align the league. Any changes you'd welcome?
Well, you know, Kevin, with all the shooting that teams possess now, maybe the league can get away from the defensive 3-second rule. I mean, there's so much switching and interchanging of players. The offenses are usually so well spread out. I think you should just maybe abandon that particular rule. Throw those big guys a bone and let them park inside at their own peril.
Had the opportunity on the break, but couldn't sink the three. Wagner kicks the ball. Over MP. Oh, what a terrific move and basket. Ball's got 5 points in the quarter.
And he's shaking off that slow start, giving them a boost here in the second.
And out of bounds, the East All-Stars will have it. And some changes here for the East. Banchero comes in for Franz Wagner. And Halliburton subbed in for Cade Cunningham. Ball, the pass to Brown. Now, here is Halliburton. Adebayo with a screen on SGA. And it's Halliburton missing.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
And the three ball is good.
He's been a different guy here in the second half. His shooting percentage far better than it was before the break.
Randall kicks to MP.
Bang.
That's in, coming off an assist from Randall.
Wow. What can you say?
Now Brown. Pass to Halliburton. And he banks in the layup. Halliburton's got 26.
Halliburton's size playing to his advantage there.
And here's MP for 3. It's Adebayo with the rebound. And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for the East All-Stars. Lots of room. It's rebounded by the West.
Surprising to see that he had so much room from mid-range. I think he was surprised, too.
Got that one up quick.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the fourth period. We'll see how it pans out.
You know what? Teams can get a little three-happy down the stretch sometimes, letting it fly.
Adebayo passes the ball. Pass to Banchero. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Randall outside. Down low. Kicks it out to MP.
Bang, his pass.
And the West hit again from deep.
And this is why you got to be all up in MP's airspace, even as the pass is coming his way.
1:46 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Brown against KD. And it's Adebayo in the corner. 6 to shoot. And another miss by the East.
Really good shot contest there. Made it tough for the shooter.
Connects from three-point range.
Nice work by MP. He gets to a spot and cashes in.
Pass to Adebayo. Good ball movement here by the East. Here's Banchero. That one's off. Still out of sync. MP looking around.
Bang.
And the West hit again from deep.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback diminished.
Halliburton kicks the ball. That falls. Nice feed that time from Halliburton.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if he's
Bang.
stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all his work from behind the arc.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Halliburton, that's good.
Most of these guys in the league love the three-point answer. Halliburton is no exception.
And the West can just let the clock run down from here. MP from deep three-point land. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
And the first one at the line is good. Ball hits them both. Here's McGinnis. From deep three-point line.
Bang!
From beyond the arc.
He scored over half their points so far. Just an unbelievable effort.
So no problem for the West All-Stars as they get the win.
And it's impossible to know what's going to happen in these games. The talent on both sides is always so strong. But tonight, the West seemed a little more comfortable playing together as a unit, and that's what earned them the win.
You mentioned that all broadcast long, and sure enough, it came to fruition. That brings us to the conclusion of our All-Star coverage. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in. For Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan wishing you all a very good night.
Well, there you guys have it. There's the All-Star game. I would do more, but I haven't really got a time. So, any usuals? If you guys enjoyed, please leave a like, please subscribe if you guys are new, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace and love, everybody.